something. Now they phone me for discussions. She said, Papi, I'm in London, girl, my phone can't make you an option. Maybe you should just slide, not gonna lie, can't make up my mind. And I'ma leave you mess, she would take 5 on me. Yeah, I know she bugging, her intentions only to ride with me. Yeah, I ain't complacent, I'm chasing, you know that you ride for me. Yeah, she's so strong, yeah, she's so numb, yeah. She would take 5 on me. I know she bugging, her intentions only to ride with me. And yeah, she gon' roll the dice for me. Yeah, and yeah, she gon' do it twice for me.
I'm Heather. Welcome to your first... Oh, it's you! Okay, bye.
stop until I break a sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit him with finesse. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. I don't stop until I break a sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit him with finesse. Sweat. Ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Blessed. Ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. Wet. Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. Sweat. 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 Keep on looking in the mirror. Yeah. Put it through the pretty get clear. Ooh. Shield my heart from the tears. Ooh. Rice bag case it get wet. Ooh. Slip and slide out of last year. Facing my ocean of fears. Trying to take it to a new tier. Evaporate, I disappear. When it get too hot around my peers. Yeah. I'm off the boards. Trying to ride the wave. I'm at the port. I'm charging when I'm drained. My news feed. My breakfast for my brain. Yeah. I need my retinas fixed. I'm in the pool. Trying to stay afloat. Driving through the lane like a bull. Buzzer beat the pressure. Make a go. If I hit it, it wins. Nah. I don't stop until I break a sweat. Ooh. Wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I'm ready to hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. I don't stop until I break a sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Sweat. Ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Blessed. Ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, ooh, wet. 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 Who got him? Wet. Wet. Ooh, ooh, wet.
Shut up! Go get it! Hey, good ball, good.
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the sea. Dripping Balenciaga on my feet. I ain't been asleep in a week. Go run it up, then blow it and repeat. So bad, can't speak. Whisper in her ear shit. Might give her back to the streets. I always call, I don't need no receipts. Back from New Orleans. She love me and I barely even know her. Started with a scissors, now I'm boiling. Hit the A, take it to the boiler. Saving all this money, I'm a hoarder. Love it and you know I got a spoiler. I just turn around, she spoiling. Even if you want it, can't avoid it. Double R, big Rolls Royce. Made our own way, they ain't sure us. They try to act like they don't know us. They'll be the first to approach us. No loaders. They below us. Been locked in, I'm focused. I'm chosen. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like
Hey.
Yo, what up, MP?
Hey, what up, G?
Wait, that's where you want to go? I mean, after all this, that's what you...
After a rocky start to the season that had many doubts.
That's what we work for, guys.
Talking
That's what we
about
work for.
Jackson.
Okay? First of all, congratulations!
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the sea. Dribbling, see, I got my feet. I ain't been asleep in a week. Go run it up, then blow it and repeat. So bad, can't speak. Whispering in his shit. Might give it back to the streets. I always call, I don't need no receipts. Bad from New Orleans. She love me and I barely even know her. Started with a scissor, now I'm boiling. Hit the A, take it to the boiler. Saving all this money, I'm a hoarder. Love it and you know. Way they ain't sure us. They try to act like they don't know us. They'll be the first to approach us. No loaders. They below us. Been locked in, I'm focused. I'm chosen. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the ocean. Tell A, put the play in motion. That's me with I'm a token. I gave you all the extra, that's bonus. All been bogus. If it ain't about money, I ain't going. If it ain't about money, I ain't showing. You a lame, but I know what you about. Ain't no money on Clubhouse. Took a trip to the. He always bless me. Stuffing in the couch. For the fam, I don't care the amount. I know she got my name in her mouth. More money bring rain in the drought. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on water.
New features, the alley-oop and the contact dunks, and I think it's great for the game. It's a new skill level.
This year, it feels like it's a little bit more toned down, and you actually have to time them with the new meter, which I think people will like.
Green bean.
I got to play with Kyrie and Steph, and oh man, some of the badges too that, you know, I'm not sure if I can say or not, but some of the badges too that I've seen is like crazy. Like it's some crazy stuff, man. I'm really excited. What's the one that Steph got? I think it's called Chef. That badge is...
And that's the player introductions completed. So, all right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined by Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown making his first All-Star appearance in 2021, his 5th season in the league. But you ask him, he says he's just getting started. He said, quote, "I don't have a ceiling. I'm just going to keep my head down and keep working and see where it leads me."
Year after year, he continues to improve, Allie. And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, B.A., in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Alize Johnson. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Changes for Boston. Williams is checked in for Horford. And Cantor is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Bradley, he's checked in for Chicago. MP comes in for Johnson. Here's Schroeder. Oh, and Bradley with a block. MP outside. Tatum with a steal. They push it up 4-on-3. Here's Smart. Dunks it. Hard. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what. Give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K.
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back.
If you're joining us over on Next Gen, you'll find in 2K22 the city is alive and there are big changes throughout. Starting in my career, day or night, the city has attractions and activities to explore as you improve your game and build your status as an NBA legend. It's also now bustling with new residents who are enjoying the recreation and offer your MyPlayer special challenges, contests, and shopping opportunities. Off the court, jump on a bike or on a skateboard and head to the races, where the fastest time in the city will receive a special VC reward.
A look from above the incredible City Hall building here at our broadcast location tonight, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Well, it may...
A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Johnson. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, the stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Then it's Green. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Springer in at the point guard position. And this must be a time of year, Clark, when teams are still working on their chemistry, everybody getting comfortable with their role.
Well, hopefully that's been established by...
Full substitution. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Drummond's checked in for Danny Green. And a change for the Bulls. MP's checked in. Harris outside. Vucevic against Embiid. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Good on the shot. 9 points for Joel Embiid.
He's just too big, too powerful, too skilled. Not worried about whoever's defending him at all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone more confident than Embiid.
He's got plenty of confidence, and he's a funny guy, too. Extremely entertaining. He said, the mindset I get when I'm on the floor is that I'm the best player in the gym. And much of the time, he ain't wrong.
Out to the wing. Here's Springer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Springer's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
A three from MP. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Milton with it. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter, and they pick up 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And here's MP for 3. That one misses. And Philadelphia the other way now. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's have and have nots.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
And thinking back to MP coming off the bench, he tried to squash any rumor there might be about tension with the coaching staff.
Well, Greg, you had to appreciate someone as young as MP going about this the right way. He said, I think, exactly what the team wanted to hear. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Pull it up. And staying hungry, Joel Embiid continuing to improve every season.
Coming into this year,
now he's all. Changing it up here. Here's Springer. Milton kicks to Harris. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Back to Korkmaz. 5 to shoot. Shoots. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Taking a look at the Bulls. We've got Ball. DeRozan out there with Vucevic. Then it's MP. And it's Levine in at the small forward. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you. Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan is going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
On the wing, Levine. Back to MP. Fires the three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, MP isn't just making headlines on the court. It was announced that he has partnered with Gatorade.
You know, this is big, I think, great for MP. Gatorade doesn't just partner with anyone. They recognize his star potential and knew they had to make him part of their team. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. MP's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls. 16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Cloak loose. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
Ball. Coming out of the floor for your Sixer, Danny Green.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. The three from MP. Offensive rebound with 2 seconds left. DeRozan. That's good. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
You've got to get a body on DeMar DeRozan, because if you don't, his side.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly. Ends up going with the new group. The 76ers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And the small and power forwards are Thibault and Harris. Seth Curry is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. MP passes to Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic.
1:50 left to play in the third. Here's Korkmaz. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The 76ers trail by 11. Curry kicks to Harris. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Back to Curry. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's Drummond missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And the shot goes in. White's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And you can argue this is White at his best. Just an absolute terror in transition.
The pass to Drummond. And stolen by MP. And some off-court news, too, for MP. Not long ago, we learned he has partnered with Mountain Dew to be a spokesman for the company.
And Zach LaVine also with Mountain Dew. MP fits their brand perfectly.
3 points.
Makes sense they would work together. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
White, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Harris looking it over. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hand?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6'8" or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as well.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. White is out there with MP, and it's Vucevic. Then it's Johnson, and it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here's Johnson. MP outside. Johnson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
On the wing, MP. Defended by Drummond. MP against Drummond. MP, no good. The 76ers trail by 12. Milton the pass to Springer. Back to Milton. To the wing on the left. Embiid wide open. Nice shot from the wing. Embiid's got 9 points here in the second half. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the sea. Dripping Balenciaga on my feet. I ain't been asleep in a week. Go run it up, then blow it and repeat. So bad, can't speak. Whispering in his shit. Might give her back to the streets. I always call, I don't need no receipts. Bad.
About personal hubs. There's no place like home, and in 2K22, moving up the professional world means a lifestyle upgrade. For you, my NBA and my WNBA fans, there's going to be a much more detailed approach in 2K22. The players on the court have always mattered, but this year there's an added emphasis on the personnel that scouts, trains, and coaches them. Plus, the W is back and better than ever. In 2K22, you can solidify your status as a WNBA legend or
Cutting right through the heart of the city, the Chicago River and the Windy City are setting today. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. In this game, we'll see the Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. Well,
he is fun to watch too, Allie. Good stuff there. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Green and Harris, the forwards. Seth Curry is out there with Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the 5. And for the Bulls, Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Johnson, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And tonight, the rare marquee matchup at center, Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. 2 heavyweights.
And he is checked in for Chicago. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Maxey, covered by MP. And he throws it down with one hand.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And he lobs it up.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Harris. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
It's been absolutely amazing to watch Harris mature. I mean, physically, he can handle the pound.
It gives them great shoes from the wing position deal. I mean, Harris often hovers around 50, 49.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Second team foul. At the line for Chicago.
And you watch Harris, Chris. He's continued to improve his shot selection.
Yeah, Dan, he gets his points within the floor of the offense. He doesn't force things. He won't shoot you out of the game.
Inside. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Embiid against MP. And Vucevic slams it in.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Harris on the wing. Here's Maxey, covered by MP. Here's Curry. Here's Embiid. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Embiid's got 9 points.
I love how the big man slips after setting the screen. Embiid solid at creating opportunities for himself off these sets.
2 minutes.
And here's MP from outside.
2 minutes.
Rebound by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
They just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
MP against Curry. MP, the pass to Vucevic. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
The 76ers have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Pass to Harris. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Embiid misses.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
DeRozan, soft touch off the glass. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Now that's an assertive offensive talent. DeRozan is able to use his size to his advantage.
Embiid inside, working on Vucevic. Embiid can't hit. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
To the inside. And Ball with the basket. The assist by Embiid.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
The Sixers trailing. 29 seconds left in the first. Embiid. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
MP up top, pounded by Harris. Johnson with a bucket.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Maxey. He can't get that one to fall.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bulls out in front, up by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And you asked Joel Embiid. He's not satisfied with the way he's playing recently.
I think I need to, be.
Change here for Chicago. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Harris. Green comes in for Thibault. Curry, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Maxey in for Milton. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Curry and Green, the 2 and the 3. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey in at the point.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game. Now, that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
The 76ers shooting 44% from the field during the second. Here's Drummond over Vucevic, and he can't make that one in.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to just leave it open.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Johnson, he's checked in for Chicago.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for and they generally respect.
Ball against Curry. Here's Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Embiid from outside. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on offense. He's playing some aggressive basketball.
MP, the pass to Johnson. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
35 seconds left in the second period. And the 76ers shooting at 49% so far in the game. Curry passes to Drummond. Here's Maxey. And he's going for the oop here. And the jam by Drummond.
Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed his way, it's game over for the defense.
Vucevic, cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter. Here's Maxey. Right wing. Three-pointer Embiid. Doesn't go that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bulls out in front, up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
And in the first half,
Are the days of the specialist player behind us?
I hope so. Because I tell you what, you get shortchanged with the specialists. You know, the specialists in at certain times. The specialists can't guard. The specialists can't shoot three. The specialists, whatever happened to just having game? And that's what we're going to get back to. Game. What can you do? How can you help the team? Let's go. Let's rock.
And Kobe White on the offensive end. Man, he is so good at changing his pace.
He's gotten better and better since entering the league. He keeps the defenders guessing, has a great sense of timing of when to hit the gas.
Stolen by MP. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Jones. And the layup is good off the glass. Jones has got his third bucket of the night.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Zach LaVine with his first All-Star selection in 2021, and then the Bulls added a second All-Star, Nikola Vucevic, at the trade deadline. LaVine said, "We got another big-time player here. Guys, with this combination, they have a chance to be special."
Well, they're putting some pieces together, Allie. Thanks for that. Gets the three to fall.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Pass to Korkmaz. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. And now the Bulls in transition. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Playing fast is what White does. I mean, it must be exhausting to chase him down. Sometimes you got to foul.
That's good from White.
That's what they want to see from him. Attacking, getting whistles, and then maybe causing some foul trouble.
DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Williams. Curry, he's checked in for the Sixers. Maxey comes in for Milton.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Curry with it. Back to Embiid. Clock at 6. For three, Maxey. He buries it from three. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, man. Impressive passer at the 5 spot. Embiid has a great feel for when his guys roll.
MP outside. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Bulls up by 10. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here are the Bulls with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3. Now Embiid. Curry finds Embiid. White with the steal. And a pass break now for the Bulls. From deep, MP. And again, it's Chicago with a 3. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bulls.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Another thing, they've not only caused a bunch of turnovers tonight, they've turned most of them into points.
Maxey, that's good.
Fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 13-point game. The 3 is up. And MP with the 3. And that's a double-double for him now.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Changes for Chicago. Zach LaVine. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's presentation. So long, everybody.
Absolutely tremendous job defensively, MP. Hey, walk.
Look, everything starts on the defensive end for us. Good defense.
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the sea. Dribbling, see, I get my feet. I ain't been asleep in a week. Go run it up, then blow it and repeat. So bad, can't speak. Whispering in his shit. Might give her back to the streets. I always call, I don't need no receipts. Bad from New Orleans. She love me and I barely even know her. Started with a scissor, now I'm boiling. Hit the A, take it to the boiler. Saving all this money, I'm a hoarder. Love it and you know I got a spoiler. I just turn around, she spoiling. Even if you want it, can't avoid it. Double R, big Rolls Royce. Made our own way, they ain't sure us. They try to act like they don't know us. They'll be the first to approach us. No loaders. They below us. Been locked in, I'm focused. I'm chosen. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter.
We hope you're enjoying the game and you're watching the season premiere of NBA 2K TV. Next up, how has gameplay changed in NBA 2K22? We asked gameplay director Mike Wang. Welcome back, gameplay director Mike Wang. Congratulations on the launch of NBA 2K22. We're so excited to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
My first question, what are you most excited about for NBA 2K22?
Oh man, there's so many things. I think probably
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court, too, as they get ready to go to work on the road. The Chicago River winding its way through, and as things...
Thank you, Kevin.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, not every... That's what we're going to see plenty of tonight.
And it can really add a dimension to your offense, Kevin, especially if you're able to pass out of double teams and hit guys who are open for shots.
MP's checked in for Johnson. Mills, he's checked in for the Nets. Pass to Durant. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris...
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're looking comfortable out there.
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the sea. Dripping Balenciaga on my feet. I ain't been asleep in a week. Go run it up, then blow it and repeat. So bad, can't speak. Whisper in her ear shit. Might give her back to the streets. I always call, I don't need no receipts. Bad from New Orleans. She love me and I barely even know her. Started with a scissors, now I'm boiling. Hit the A, take it to the boiler. Saving all this money, I'm a hoarder. Love it and you know I got a spoiler. I just turn around, she spoiler. Even if you want it, can't avoid it. Double R, big Rolls Royce. Made our own way, they ain't sure. They try to act like they don't know us. They'll be the first to approach us. No loaders. They below us. Been locked in, I'm focused. I'm chosen. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the ocean. Tell A, put a plan in motion. That's me with my token. I gave you all the extra that's...
Hey, look, first start. Why do you think it took so long for the coaching staff to come to their senses?
Look, Frank, getting into the starting lineup is something that's not given, bro. That's something that's earned, and it just took me a minute to earn the coach's trust, that's all.
Well, it must have been hard waiting, though, right?
But I don't look at it like I was waiting, you know? I was working, man. Doing what I love to do, it wasn't that difficult for me.
Well, okay then. Well, how much do you think not being the coach's first choice in the draft made getting into the starting lineup an uphill battle for you?
I'm not about to get into it with you, Frank, but it doesn't matter who drafted you. You know, it don't matter where you was drafted, none of that. Once you're here, your job is winning basketball. Same for the coaches. Everybody's just focused on winning games, not playing favorites.
But come on, it sure looked like favorites were getting played earlier in the season.
Those are your words, bro. That's not what's going on in the locker room.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough.
Thank you, Frank.
Back everywhere we can get it.
Is there anything else in regards to gameplay that has been added to the new 2K that has never been added before?
Well, we have some new badges. Those are going to be changing the game, changing the metas, I think, a little bit. We're giving you loadouts this year, so you can create whatever badges you want, and then if you have a different player or just a different situation, you're playing in a different context, you can create a second loadout and kind of just equip different badges. And there's so much with the on-court experience that's new, that's never been in the game before. The skill-based dunks and alley-oops is new. It's a new thing for us, kind of breaking new ground, and things that in the past were kind of dictated by animations or just by dice rolls. We're trying to remove as many of those things as possible to keep NBA 2K a game of skill. So I think that's two ways that people, at least last year, were able to kind of gain an advantage where maybe it didn't feel right or feel fair that I think 2K22 will hopefully solve.
Is there anything that the community requested that you were able to give them in NBA 2K22?
They always request a couple things with shooting. Contests were big. Shot contest, logic, and just interior defense in general. I think they felt that could have used a lot of rework, and they're totally right. It's a system that needed a lot of extension, so we spent a lot of time just making sure that the blocking felt right. You as a defender, if you jump at the right time and you're in the right position, you were rewarded for that. And so that's one of my favorite things about 2K22 is the balance of just offense and defense and contesting shots, open shots versus contested shots. Shooting when you're wide open is a lot easier this year compared to how it was in the past, as shooting contested is a lot harder. So there's a bigger skill gap in terms of shooting, finishing at the rim.
Cutting right through the heart of the city. Just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear
Brian as the...
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Willie Cauley-Stein, Maxi Kleber out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Trey Burke, and it's Brunson in at the point. And for Chicago, they've got DeMar DeRozan. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Johnson. Then it's MP, and it's Levine in at the 2 spot. Already some surprises in the new year, Smitty, including a couple breakout teams.
I love to see that, B.A. More competition just adds more excitement.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Burke. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the jam by Cauley-Stein.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Vucevic gets the bucket.
They take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Brunson against MP. And Vucevic over to help. Fires the 3. Here's Cauley-Stein. And he battles for the ball. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time.
Wow, what an awe-inspiring performance tonight, MP.
Man, John, we focused on the little things, the fundamentals. We executed. Hey, everyone.
Look, you put up big numbers tonight, MP, and is this just a...
Look, Frank, I'm not about to rehash the past, okay? There's nothing that we can do to...
Okay, but MP, let's be honest here. Were you...
Nah, Frank, we all on the same page here. There's no need to send any messages. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you.
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly bad across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the sea. Dripping Balenciaga on my feet. I ain't been asleep in a week. Go ready.
For the gamers.
How do you keep everyone happy, from the pro player to the casual player?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. And one that we are constantly asking ourselves, too. I think the main thing that we try to do is give people flexibility in terms of modes, in terms of difficulty levels, and in settings. So if you are brand new to 2K, my best recommendation is to go into 2KU and just kind of learn stuff and try to just practice.
Let's meet the fifth. At power forward, and the other forward. And now, the starter.
Hi, everyone. and a pregame.
Thank you, Kevin.
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. The wingmen, Levine and Williams. Johnson is out there with Vucevic, and it's Ali in at the point. And for Los Angeles, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Morris at 4, with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys. Tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that 3-ball, Kevin. That's an athletic play coming from Kawhi, just pushing his way past the defender and getting to his shot.
MP passes to Vucevic. Back to MP. To the paint. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by MP.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Got a piece of it. And stolen by MP. Over in the corner, Williams. And here's MP for 3. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
George looking around. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Ibaka, and Ibaka is right there.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
One thing about Kawhi Leonard's defense, Brent, his quick hands really help him.
Well, isn't it incredible, Kevin, every year how many steals Kawhi gets that are so much different than any other defender in the NBA, where he literally rips that ball away from any offensive player and takes off down the other end of the floor.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Leonard. He's off on that one, so the Bulls will take it the other way. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Ali. Leonard dishes to George. Chalk up 2 there. George has got his second bucket tonight.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
MP passes to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Leonard inside. He's guarded by Johnson.
That's a great touch from the swingman, as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area, and he can get there anytime he wants.
And here's MP for 3. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. That's now 8 points for MP.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Jones comes in for Johnson. Kobe White, he's checked in for Williams. Substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe. Taking a look at the Bulls. Vucevic is out there with Johnson. Then it's Williams. Then it's MP. And it's Caruso in at the two-guard spot. MP kicks to Caruso. MP against Jackson. And here's MP for three. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Ibaka looking for an opening. Outside Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. MP fires from way outside. Another three for Chicago.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Ibaka finds George. They need this. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second
for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective in the way. Impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. And that one hits back iron.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Clippers trail by 13. To the inside, Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got his third basket of the night.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's MP for 3. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
George with the ball. 8 points for him. From deep. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead, up by. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Morris at 4, with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Vucevic, stolen by George. MP against Jackson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
MP kicks to Levine. MP deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Jackson. Knocked loose. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. There's the pass to Ibaka. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Ibaka's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Man.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. And George kicks to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside, George. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And there it is for him. 25 points for MP.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Outside, George. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. They've got MP. Johnson is out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic, and it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. MP with it, guarded now by Jackson. MP against Jackson, and here's MP for 3. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots. Clippers trail by 19. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Bulls on D. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. And that one, good.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
MP against Jackson. MP outside. Lets the 3 fly. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jackson with it. Now defended by MP. Jackson passes to Leonard. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.